Hello good people of YouTube and welcome to my hobby channel, and in this really quick video I just wanted to take a look at a dragon that I finished painting recently. Now this is the Snow Mountain dragon that was originally released by Harlequin Miniatures, and it was sculpted by TONY Ackkland, or TONY Ackkland as he's known. This is a metal casting. It is a 1 kilogram lump of white metal, which I'm delighted to own. And I started painting it about 25 years ago, I think, and I got as far as giving it a black prime and highlighting some of the scales in grey, and just beginning to map out the belly and the wing membranes with a skin tone, gave them an ink wash and left it at that. I did revisit the model about 15 years ago to try and finish it, but I didn't like the way it was going. And then last week I was sitting in my hobby room and this dragon was staring at me, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a go. And one of the reasons for my renewed vigour and interest in getting this dragon finished was not just that I might want to use it in my games of Middle-earth strategy battles. I might want to blow the dust off my first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons books and actually do some role-playing. But I also found this box of 6 paints from Vallejo called Magic Dust, which, as you can see, I bought for less than half price in a sale at my local Boys, which is a bit like a hardware store and haberdashery and more or less anything else you could think of. I think they probably fill the gap that Woolworths used to occupy many years ago. But anyway, Boys were selling some of their paints off, and I bagged a few bargains, including this Magic Dust, but I never really did anything with them except have a go at applying a little bit of a sheen on some mushrooms that I sculpted for the Battleforge many years ago. And these are cast in metal again, and they're still available from the Battleforge. Andy now owns the Battleforge, having bought it from me. And yeah, I was painting up these mushrooms and thought, well, how would they look with a little bit of light shift paint on them? And I quite liked it, but didn't do anything more with the mushrooms or these paints. There are a series of different colours, and the names indicate the hues that they shift to. So we've got violet to old copper, we've got gold to pale blue, we've got pearl to violet, old silver to pale violet, silver to pink, and gold yellow to burnt orange. And I think I probably used all of them in various places on this dragon. So as the name suggests, these are a light shift paint, and you can't really fully appreciate what they do unless you have the model in your hand, and it is really heavy. And you turn it around. I'm trying to do this elegantly without the use of my Lazy Susan, and it's not really working, but I wanted to be able to show you just the effect that I've managed to achieve with this, and it is quite difficult. So I've just moved the camera to see if I can show this off to better effect. But now that I've used this magnificent Snow Mountain dragon from Harlequin Miniatures, out of production now I believe, as my test subject or my guinea pig for these paints, I will be using them a lot more. So yeah, now the scales and the skin and everything that I've applied these light shift colours to was painted black with some grey highlights, and that has left a really rich colour sheen that you get on a lot of a lot of those areas. It's far more subtle on the flesh tones there, where I've used the sort of silver to violet, or pearl to violet, or silver to pink. But nevertheless, it worked well. On the scales here, I think I used a little of the gold yellow through to burnt orange, and also the gold to pale blue. And I'm really pleased with how that's turned out. And then obviously the eyes were painted just with conventional acrylics, a little black slit for a pupil, leaning heavily into the eye of Sauron and the way that we see dragon eyes portrayed since the Lord of the Rings films. They were then painted, the eyes were then painted, or finished I should say, with a gloss varnish to make them look more realistic. So yeah, big heavy beast. As I said, this is 1 kilo of white metal, and on the base again I've got some small trees here from Model Railway. I'm trying not to handle it too much, but these at 28mm would work as saplings. But of course, as with the terrain I featured in my previous video, I wanted to be able to field this dragon not just with 28mm fantasy figures, but also 10mm, possibly even 6mm armies. And at that scale it really would represent a huge and monstrous beast. So yeah, I'll just swing this around quickly. Hopefully you can see the light shift paint doing its thing. Although it's not the most elegant way of displaying this model. So yeah, this was just meant to be a quick video. I will be featuring this dragon more in the future videos on my channel when I start gaming. And I will also be painting some other dragons in this sort of style. But I did just want to quickly show you this beautiful original Tony Ackland sculpt of the Snow Mountain Dragon. So thanks ever so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please smash that like button, please share, and please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do, but please keep those comments kind and respectful. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.